Like speaking of context setting, right? Because I really had to work hard to write that 8,000 word piece. And if the viewers want, I can really drop a link under this video. But like one of the other things that came into the context is, like, for instance, in Indian cinema, right? In Hindi cinema or Bombay cinema, for lack of a better word, when silent era was there were lots of Anglo-Indians who worked as leads, Patience Cooper and Sita Devi and, or even foreigners in that sense, right? But the moment it went from silent to talkies, because language was an issue, they stopped being the stars that they were. You worked on your Hindi. It's not easy to learn the language, right? Do you work really hard on your Hindi to sort of perfect it, to be able to do this? In the earlier years, were you being dubbed for your performances?
No. It's just hard work. It was hard work. I think it was Jackie Shroff who first told me learn to read Devanagari, and that was very important for me, because in the first few films at that time, the directors would write the lines on the set and give it to you.
And in Devanagari? Or?
Yes. Oh, a lot of them would write in Devanagari, and I never wanted to be in that position where I was like, what do I do? So the first thing I did was learn to read in Devanagari, and I think that was the base which saved me. There's nothing more complex to it than that. And having amazing people to work with, and just putting your head down and doing what was necessary. Yeah. And loving what you do. If you love what you do, then you will put in the work, whatever it was. Whether it was learning the language, whether it was in dance that I needed to.
Right? That was killer. Like, I remember you telling me when we met many years ago that you joined a dance academy or a Kathak in a Kathak school, and that among the others were Priyanka Chopra, Lara Datta. You learned dance with them.
They were senior, yeah. Priyanka was like the star pupil in the class. So at the same time as when I was really kind of investing myself into learning Hindi was the same time where I put myself into Kathak training with my Guruji Guru Viru Krishna, and
while you were acting, you were also learning Hindi.
That's where I spent all my time. We'd wake up at 6 in the morning. We would be there. The class would be till 12. And you'd wear your tie, your gungroos, come and knock on the door, a small room with no AC, and it was fun. It was fun.
I think the last thing I'm gonna end with, and because we have looked back at your life and your life in the films, this is your 20s, okay? So you get your first film in, then you get your first big hit, that would be Maine Pyar Kyun Kiya, right? Yeah, that would be 2004 would be your first big hit, at least in so far as Hindi films are concerned. And then it's your 20s, that's the youth, that's entirely spent working, or did you have fun in this new city that you were exploring as well?
No, I love my job. I love what I do, so I've loved every minute and every day that has been spent at work. For me, I've enjoyed it. It's part of my life. I don't see it as separate from my life.
But you would unwind the places in Bombay that you loved going to?
I've loved working with everyone. So oftentimes the teams that we would work with, and those people almost become like your family.
Yeah.
They become like your temporary family, and in some cases they stay with you.
Yeah.
So no, for me it's every day has been.
It's been a crazy ride, I have to say. I think Leo Tolstoy said something to the effect of, a great story is about a man who goes off on a journey, or a stranger comes to town. Your story is both, and I think someday, Katrina, you've said a few things here, but I think someday you should film your own story. It's a fascinating one to watch.
No, thank you.
No, thank you.
No, thank you.
But thanks for this.
Leave some things unwritten.
Really? I think you should write a memoir
what I want to be said is the work I've done, and the work that I hope to leave behind, and hopefully the work that one can do with and for society in general.
Subscribe to Midday India. Get direct notifications on all our videos by clicking on the bell icon.